Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we are going to look at a brand new product I just found thanks to the lovely Snoopy Coupon. You guys know who Snoopy Coupon is? If you don't, you should be following her on Instagram. I'll link it below. She's wonderful. She asked if I'd heard about this. I had not. It's a new Tarte foundation on QVC called the Tarte Amazonian Clay Cloudberry Tinted Serum Foundation. So I'm glad that you're here as we're going to try this out. And while you're here, don't forget to come over and say a big hello on TikTok and Instagram and Threads. Okay, I'd love to see you there too. All right, let's talk about this. This is a tinted serum foundation. Looks like everybody's in on it. There are 30 shades in it, so you're bound to get the right shade. I got the shade 22N. Turns out I usually wear 24N. It is a little light, but it's very brightening. I'm okay with it. I got a lot to talk about with it. Tarte seems to use QVC as a little bit of a test ground. So often they'll be sold in pairs, or as this one was, sold with this very nice synthetic foundation brush. And the price right now is $39.98. QVC does that. So let's say $40 and leave it at that, American dollars. But you do get this nice brush. Got a little too many of these now, but they're nice. This is supposed to be lightweight, medium coverage, and you will see me, and we'll do this in the outro, but you'll see me kind of realize what this reminds me of in the demo. I won't give it away yet, but stick around for that in the demo. I do have this linked below, and I'll have, if you want to take a sneak peek, what it reminds me of. I'm staring at you right there on the table. What it reminds me of in the description bar, along with a link to join our members only group that has weekly gossipy lives. It's $4.99 a month for gossipy fun weekly lives. If you're into that, look for that below as well. Okay. Well, it is a complexion video, and in a complexion video, my staff seems to be asleep. Staff, wake up. We always have confetti and air horn. There we go. My staff woke up. Excellent. Nobody gets fired today. It's just me. But I like to talk about my staff and how disobedient they are. So the Amazonian clay area of Tarte is one that is very busy, but Tarte seems a house divided. Like so many other big brands, they have a lot of kind of lines within the line, brands within a brand almost, and Amazonian Clay is one. You probably know Tartelette and Maracuja and Maneater and all of these other parts of this. This is known that my only issue with this, I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, is that it calls itself a foundation that's medium weight, and I'm just not seeing that. You'll have to wait for the demo to kind of see what I'm talking about. And we're going to do a bunch of check-ins as well. Let me show you before I really got all of my makeup on. Let me just show you it 2 hours in. There it is, 2 hours in. I know, I'm not loving it. I know, I'll explain. This is 3 hours in. And you know, we're going to do a demo and a wear test. I'm going to wear it as long as I can, and we're going to talk about it. I don't want to bury the lead. I'm not super impressed by it, but it's not because it's bad. I have a lot of other reasons for that we are going to talk about. So we're going to go to the demo right now. First, if you haven't checked, please do check that you are still subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could click that subscribe button, it helps me grow this channel, and I'd appreciate it very much. All right, let's go right now to the demo. Okay, I have the 22N here, which will be fine because I've worn so many Tarte foundations, I kind of know in my sleep. So we're not so worried about that. I also, speaking of having so many of something, this brush, whenever I order from QVC, I get one. And though I would love to say you can never have too many because they're actually a nice, soft, synthetic foundation brush, it is getting a little bit like the Victoria Beckham beauty bags that they send you with the products. I maybe do have a little too many, but we'll put it to use. This is, as you hear, I held it up to the microphone, a very, very kind of wet, runny foundation with a little pore spout there. So I'm going to put some on the back of my hand, and it will run down, typical serum foundation in that way, and we will do one side. I have nothing on my face. You know the drill. I have no concealer, obviously, no powder, no primer, and I won't do any sort of setting spray, and I will do very light makeup. Anything that's a problem here will be the problem of the foundation. You know how that goes. All right, So we're going to use the brush that comes with it to put it on just one side of my face. Actually, it is looking funny, a little bit light. I said I wasn't worried about the shade, but let's see what happens as it sits on my face. It's certainly light in texture and light in formulation, but I also mean it might be a little light in shade. What do you know? I've never had trouble with that. Maybe I got a little tan this summer. I do hide from the sun a whole lot, but I mean, maybe that's the case because I've been wondering why lately the foundations I choose seem a little too light for my skin tone. So maybe that is it. Not look a little too light? Let's see what happens as it sits. Okay, this is so light. What does it say? It says medium coverage? No way, you guys. I just reviewed one foundation and I said that it was supposed to be medium, and I said it was light medium. This one I'm going with light. Certainly it can be built, but they said to put 2 drops to 4 drops. I swear that was like 6 on my hand. I used it all, and it is very, very light. Very, very light. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's certainly pretty. This is like a tinted moisturizer, which for some of you could be fantastic. It's not a put down. Some of you are like, just what I'm looking for. To me, it's almost like a primer. It's so light. If you need full coverage or a full medium coverage, you will not enjoy this. Maybe as a primer. All right, let me do the other side and then we'll take a look. Okay, so now that I have both sides of the face done, any sort of a shade issue becomes less of an issue. And of course, bronzer and such will fix this up. And this is so lightweight that, you know, it's clearly easy to work with. And the shades are spreadable. Here it is compared to my neck. A little light, huh? Very dewy, but not sticky. The MAC is really, really dewy, but that you could powder. This is dewy, but not sticky. It's interesting that way. I don't know if it's doing me any favors, and maybe the shade is throwing me off because it does feel a bit light. And obviously it needs other makeup. I will not put on any concealer, but just know that I am kind of dying to because it's not covering much. Maybe I'll put a little bit around the eyes. Guys, I got to go all day like this. I have a blemish here too. That's not going to cover that, obviously. It's not meant to. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I mean, I'm already seeing my pores a little more. I am already inclined. I'm just being transparent. I'm inclined not to like it because you like it the most right when you put it on, and I'm not liking it. I don't think it's doing any favors for me. I think it looks sweaty, whereas the MAC looks a little bit like see, the Shiseido that I just tried on was gorgeous and kind of the lightest amount of dewiness and a light medium. And the MAC was a light medium to medium and a lot of dewiness. And this is lightest and really dewy. So it's sort of giving, what was the, gosh, it was Tarte. Do you remember the Tarte foundation where they went on the, oh, I just hated it. It was the Maracuja Glow or something. And they did an influencer trip around it and no one talked about it. And I just hated it. That's what this is giving. I am going to do the full wear test and I promise you I'll keep an open mind. But yeah, it's almost like they just gave it different packaging. There is, however, no fragrance. Hooray! Hooray. All right, let's let it roll for quite a few hours. Okay, well, it's been 6 hours. And I mean, it's you know, it's a little light, it's brightening. Oh, let me just tell you, I really want to be transparent here. I put a dot of the Gucci concealer here and a dot there, here and here, and then just a dot on that blemish just because, like, yuck. And it was making me dislike the foundation, but I just did a dot. I didn't do it anywhere else, but I just wanted to let you know. Look, just to my curiosity, this is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Glow, which I hated. And I feel like they're brethren. So let's just see. They've got that wood top. I just feel like this is a 24N, by the way. So it's a better shade in the one I hate. So I did go a little, what is it with me lately? I'm going too light. No matter, I'm not going to be using this again, guys. I don't love it. I'm just trying to do an honest review here. So the Maracuja, I just put it on my hand here, is not nearly as thin. I just feel like they're kind of so similar. Yeah, I mean, this is a lot lighter. Okay, so the shade being different is going to throw us off. I know. Oh, Rebecca. Okay, so let me just, because they're the same darn thing. They're the same darn thing. The shades are different. The shades are different, and I was right. This is much more my shade. And this is the Maracuja that I did not like, that I was referring to. Yeah, they're the same. You can't tell because the shade is off. That's my error. I apologize. But this is just this shoved in here. And they even pretty much kept the same kind of cap. Look, Tarte has so much going on, and they've got their Amazonian clay, and they've got their Maracuja, and they've got their Tartlet, and they've got all their things going on, right? They've got their Man-Eater series of palettes. They've got so much going on there that they can't help but do this a little bit, but that is my theory. This is just poured into here in a slightly different bottle. Neither are fragranced. Both are about just as glowy. Again, the shade is really going to throw you off. And this one is way too light. I mean, you know, it's brightening. It's fine. As you can tell, this is my Lisa Eldridge eye look. I filmed that today. So that's what you're seeing. I tried to hide it a little bit, but, you know. And it's not bad, you know. Is it showing my pores? Yeah. It's really reflective. It's been 6 hours. Is it? Yeah, it's showing my pores. It's nice and dewy, so you're not really seeing it. It would be super pretty by the pool heading into autumn. That's odd. It would be really nice maybe as a dewy primer. Just like I didn't like the Maracuja Juicy Glow and most didn't. I don't dislike this, but nobody needs this. Everybody has a dewy primer already. Everybody has, you know, if you really want a nice light, if you're still looking for a dewy moisturizing primer or dewy moisturizer with a little bit of shade to it, you might like it. I don't see it as something you would have to run out and buy. And basically, QVC does a lot of test stuff for Tarte. If this is something that would work for you, it is available on QVC, and I do have it linked below. So certainly you can grab it. But this is 6 hours, and it's about what it was like at the beginning. You know, I definitely see my pores and stuff. Okay, it's nothing horrible. It's just nothing exciting either. You know what I mean? Just nothing exciting. Tell me what you think. I do tend to really like Tarte complexion products. I'm just not impressed by these. I just like more better. And sometimes I think they're just throwing things at the wall over there to see what sticks, frankly. And I mean, you know, this could be nice if you're real young or if you need a primer, you know, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. It's what makes us a community. So let me know down below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, plus subscribe and, you know, all of that good stuff. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.